The Gatorade Cup Series heads back to the ISM Raceway for chase race number 7 of 12 in season number 10. This is the Subway 500. Derek Hill in the 20 car has the pole for today's race. To his outside second, the 24 of Patrick Smith. Third place, we have Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Fourth, it's Riley Sprolitube. And running out the top 5, Anthony Charles-Bois. Sixth place, we have Cole Luigi. In seventh is Griffin Lynn. Eighth, we have Sebastian Kukulan. Ninth, it is Michael Gregory. Running out the top 10 is Jay Jefferson in the 78 car. The rest of the field, there's Nathan Stapleton. Inside of him, Jeff Brett in the 5. With Eli Bright and Riley Sampson in the 40. And we have Isaac Nichols and Marcus Sachi in the 17 car. With Jonathan Beeford and Justin Zeidel in car number 10. Then Carter Friesen and Ryan Brommer. With Kashawn Richardson and points leader Jose Mills to 27. Then we have Steve Morgan inside of him. Trey Rainey, who won here earlier in the season in the Gatorade Cup Series. Then we have JJ Reed with Marshall Burrow the 95. With second in points Anthony Fox. Dale Lightning to his outside in the 47. Then we have TJ Hanley and Edwin Mendez, with Diego Yepes and Carson Barris the 19, with Max Anderson and Levi Shones, Anthony Hernandez, Roman Fenway, William Seaman and Jake Richardson, Casey Nanico and Adam Garcia. Final row, Luke Rainey 41st, 42nd the 14 car of Scott Gregory. There's our 42 car field for chase race number 7 in the Gatorade Cup Series Season 10. Let's go to track time, fire these Gatorade Cup Series engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
Go ahead, fire up. Exit fire up.
42 engines fire up in the Arizona Desert to go racing the Gatorade Cup Series chase. This is race number 7. Fontana, California last race proved to be a wild card as drivers at the top of the points racked up. Jose Mills still holds the points lead, but it's only by 4 over Anthony Fox, who is now second. Jay Jefferson in third is 8 points back. Other drivers trying to hang on include Carter Friesen, Marcus Sachi, Marshall Burrow, and Riley Sprolitube. We'll see how it goes. 47 laps of action around the ISM Raceway. Subway 500. Hamill and Smith on the front row. 2 non-chasers lead the field to green flag as we take the restart zone. We're green flag racing at the ISM Raceway. That was maybe the most orderly start you'll see at this racetrack. 2 wide all the way back until they got to turns 1 and 2. Hamill gets away to the lap 1. Fitzwater second. Charles trying to keep third, but it's Griffin and Michael Gregory on the attack in turn 1. 3 wide for third. And back behind them looking 4 and 5 wide. Cars get up towards the wall, almost into it. Friesen brings the one. Oh, around they go. 1 car upside down. Jay Jefferson as well. Brommer, the 6. Bowers, the 19. Dale Lightning. Levi Shones back here. Eli Bright and Jay Jefferson, one of the big names involved. Caution flag on lap 3 early on. They were 4 wide. They're pushing up, but up ahead of the crash, there's a secondary crash. Caution flag is out early on in the Subway 500. Derek Hill with the lead in the 20. The cars are going to stay out, but some decide, hey, we're going to come down pit road. Marcus Sachi, Trey Rainey. Looks like Nathan Stapleton, JJ Reed, and Diego Yepes going to come down the pit lane. So we'll see how that strategy plays out for these drivers. We'll see if they can try and come through the field or possibly maybe get more fuel to stay out more towards the end. Caution flag in the air. John Speaker takes a flip. And he's driving away, but he's going to be done for the day. This was a 4 and 5 wide mess waiting to cause a crash, and it did cause a crash. Friesen slid up with Jose Mills into the 1 and into the 88. Zagom off of turn number 2. JJ Reed, the 46, gassing up. Up ahead, Zeidel, Trey Rainey, and Jay Jefferson make contact. 78 spins around. 188 pinching the wall. 78 spins. Friesen and Mills somehow get around it all. Nichols just drives through the flipping. 1 car, Ryan Brommer involved. Right there, you'll see Carson Bowers, the 19, with the Subway on the hood of the car getting involved. Dale Lightning involved. Shones and Richardson driving through it. Jefferson, Mendez, Eli Bright also involved. Early caution flag. See, they got 5 wide. Slid up. Trey Rainey got a great run to Zeidel. 1078 made contact. Mills somehow did a great job with Carter Friesen getting down low and getting by. But drivers behind weren't so fortunate, including third in points, Jay Jefferson, who takes a hard hit. Will he be done for the day? Will he try and keep it in the race and just coast around and get whatever spots he could get off of other cars DNFing? Derek Hamill, though, leading from the points on every single lap so far of the race. We're going green early on. Hamill out in front with Fitzwater in second. Coming back to the restart, lap number 7, Derek Hamill out in front will go green with 41 laps to go. John Threw for the only car to retire from the crash. We have other cars at the back of the field. Drivers who came down pit road, Marcus actually leading them down. They came out 33rd on back. We'll see how the strategy plays out for them. That they gained 32 spots to get up to the lead again. Derek Hamill, Fitzwater, Gregory, Charlebois, Lynn, the top 5. Back in the front 3 getaway. Charlebois from 4th spins the tires. And Fitzwater from 2nd spins the tires as well. Here comes Michael Gregory, the 41. He's got a good run going. Spread out throughout the field. There's the battle for 2nd. Gregory over the back of Fitzwater looking for the spot. Lynn gets the 4th by Charlebois. Riley Spurgeon goes 3 wide, the 26. Out of line. Teammates back here battle Jeff Bright and Patrick Smith. They go side by side for a spot inside the top 10. Colucci breaking low on Sampson and Zidell. Gregory trying to clear for a 2nd off of Fitzwater. He wants to stay in touch with that 28 Derek Hamill. Knows running side by side, just lose so much time. Gregory going to take that spot away. He's up to 2nd. And Fitzwater could fall outside the top 3s. Here comes Lynn to the inside. Along with Chaser Riley Spurgeon. 2 chasers trying to come through the field. Lynn can move to 3rd, down the back. We'll see if Spurgeon can fall in through the 4th. Lynn's going to look for 2nd on Gregory. Here comes Spurgeon on Fitzwater. Kukulon looking out of line. The 51 with a nice run. He'll go 3 wide. It's for 4th. Can Fitzwater get clear of it? He can get down line. 51 tries it hard to the corner, trying to make it stick. He's down there. Lynn takes 2nd. Gregory back to 3rd. Big battle for 4th. And Hamill's pulling away. Kukulon, he'll move to 4th. Charlebois looking for 5th. Here comes Luigi, the 42, up inside the top 10. As Bright and Smith fall back on the outside. Zidell to the top 10, the 10 car. Here comes 2nd in points, Anthony Fox with Mills in tow. Cars trying to get down to the bottom of the racetrack. See Mills get carried at the racetrack. Got Max Anderson back there. Losing all sorts of momentum. Had to lift out the gas a little bit. Racing 7 Roman Fenway down the back to turn 3. Sampson on Anthony Fox for a chase spot. As Luigi tries to get by Fitzwater for another spot. 42 up to 6th. Battle for 3rd. Kukulon and Gregory go side by side to turn number 1. Kukulon trying to complete the pass. He'll get it done. Kukulon to 3rd. Gregory back to 4th. Charlebois 5th. Luigi up to 6th. Battles on for 7th. Jeff right inside Fitzwater. 7th and 8th. Spurgeon back to 9th. Zidell to 10th. Get by Patrick Smith. And they're all trying to chase down Derek Hamill, who leads the race in the 20, pulling away from the drivers behind, who are balanced side by side. Hamill's led every single lap so far from the pole position. Here's drivers coming forward. Luigi inside the top 5, trying to clear Anthony Charlebois. This is for 5th on the racetrack. 42 has a fast race car early on in this Subway 500. Can he keep it fast throughout the rest of the race is the question to be asked. He couldn't get through 3 and 4 on the bottom of the racetrack. Well, Charlebois fights back on the outside. Luigi's going to cut the dog a little bit right here, trying to get a nice run. We'll see if he can do anything with it. Spurgeon on Jeff Bright for a spot. It's for 8th. Luigi sliding up the racetrack. Here comes Fitzwater 3 wide for 5th. Contact. 42.9 rubbed up the corner. 3 wide. It's for a top 5. Fitzwater, Luigi, Charlebois. 42 middle, 55 top, 9 bottom. 42 emerges in 5th through the middle lane, but isn't clear. Spurgeon looks 3 wide now. He'll go all the way down to the yellow line. 4 wide. 9 slid up in front of the 5. Slide job there. 5.55 rubbed. Spurgeon's way gone to 5th. That's how to steal a spot. Here comes Sampson, the 40. Patrick Smith got some spots off that. Anthony Fox coming forward 3 wide to the bottom to try and get inside the top 10. He's trying to scoot away from Jose Mills, who's behind him. Now Fox needs every single point he can get off of chasers. Next highest chasers, Riley Sampson riding in 7th. Spurgeon in 5th, made a big move to get away. With the front 4, pretty spread out evenly. Hamill leads the race in the 20 car. 2nd place is Griffin Lynn. 3rd for Kukulon. 4th for Michael Gregory. Spurgeon up to 5th. Luigi now 6th. Sampson is 7th. Smith is 8th. Jeff Bright 9th. Fitzwater rides in 10th. Fox trying to fend off Zidell. That's 11th and 12th. Fox trying to stay ahead because here comes Jose Mills looking 3 wide out of line. That's Chaser Marshall Rowe. He's putting up in the middle of the racetrack. Mills needs every point he can get. It's one of the points they could get right there. They race side by side to exit of turn 2. Up in front, Fitzwater on Jeff Bright for 9th. As Patrick Smith looks on Riley Sampson for 7th. Going through the corner. Jeff Bright holds 9th at the start-finish line, but Fitzwater has the inside of the racetrack off into turn number 1. They still race side by side for P9. Fitzwater inside, Bright outside. Sliding up for the 9. Not quite clear, but did come up too far. Look at Fox looking 3 wide, the 38. Trying to get there. That's a good run. Right to the back of Fitzwater goes Anthony Fox. He'll push the 9 to 9th as he's clear. Jeff right now. But Fox looking for some more as well. He wants inside the top 10. Derek Kimmel from the lead. Slip the racetrack. Lynn a little bit lower. Gain time down the backstretch. Can he get through 3 and 4? Well, it's the question. We've seen drivers get close to the lead, but then they mess up 3 and 4. Lynn did a little bit, but it wasn't too terrible. He stayed in touch with the 20. Under 30 laps to go in the Subway 500 at the ISM Raceway. Front 3 scoot away from 4th on back. Gregory starting to fall back into the clutches of Riley's Tube. Here's the battle for the lead, though. Griffin Lynn over the back. He's looking to the inside and corner exit. Hamill trying to block it off down the backstretch. I think the 20's got the advantage right here in 3 and 4. Lynn all over the back in the dirty air, trying to find a way around these long sweeping corners with the big spoilers. Hard to pass. And Kukulon looking on second, but the yellow flag is out. Did the leaders take the yellow? They did not. Down the backstretch in turns 3 and 4, we have a massive crash. Eli Bryce just nailed the 55-50 as well, involved with the 48. And they're still stacking them up. The leaders are racing back around. Watch for this. This could cause an accident. Watch the race leaders. We have cars sitting in the middle of the racetrack. See cars trying to get around. Can Lynn get back in front of the 20? He's going to stay in line by him for now. 20 going to cut low. 88 still sideways. And they all somehow avoided. Oh, that could have been a disaster. His front 4 somehow sliced and diced. So Hamill's led every single lap of the Subway 500 so far. As we get our second yellow flag of the race just before the midway point. Hamill leads the race. Lynn in second. Kukulon third. Michael Gregory in fourth. Let's see the reason for our second yellow flag of the race. We saw the 55-88 stationary in the track. Hard contact for a lot of drivers. Here they are, battling just outside the top 10. Anthony Fox just ahead. The madness when it happened. Jeff Bright entering the corner, trying to get in behind the 55 Charles Bois. Drives in too hard, gets right into the back of the 55, just like the last caution, the target race. Kind of like how it was right here. These two go up and they slam the outside wall. Jeff and Charles Bois hit the outside wall a ton. 55 coming back down the racetrack. His teammate Jake Richardson hard on the gas. Hits hard. JJ Reed the 46 into it. Stapleton and others get low and get by. 55 then stationary installed in the middle of the racetrack. Eli Bright the 88 coming on the outside. He'll impact the 55 hard. Sledgehammer hit right there. Here comes Sachi and Steve Morgan. They get a piece of Sachi up against the wall. He's going to nail the 88 of Eli Bright. Steve Morgan coming into play. He wanted a piece of the action. Jay Jefferson as well said, hey, I don't have enough damage. Let me pile in here. So we had a ton of cars wreck after the crash was already done. I mean, the 55 was stationary and the 88 hit him. And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, the 17 and the 35 also looked like they aimed for the 88 along with the 78. That just wiped out the Brights there. So the 5 and the 88 both have pretty heavy damage. MWR's just been wiped out. There's the 88 sledgehammering the 55 in the right here. Sancho gonna hit the 88 hard. 35 can hit the 88 right here. 70 can hit the 35. I mean, chain reaction wreck right there. It's gonna take Jay Jefferson out of the race along some others. Caution flag for the second time today. And look at these racers coming back around. Some trying to gas up. Do I want the spot? Do I not want the spot? Do I want to try and avoid right here? And you can see cars just splitting. Oh, they split the 88 and barely missed. Derek Hamill has dominated so far in ISM. He has led every single lap from the pole position. Lynn looks like he has a fast race car though. Can he do anything on the restart? Derek Hamill out in front, though, at the ISM Raceway. Green flag this time by the ISM Raceway on lap number 25. Just over 20 laps to go in the Subway 500. Out from this crash, Steve Morgan, Marcus Sanchi, Jay Jefferson, Eli Bright, Jake Richardson, Anson Sharp on Roman Fenway. Mechanical issue frame under the yellow piston that's put the 13 out of the race. 34 cars are on the lead lap. Cut break for Jefferson and Marcus Sanchi came in within a race of the points for Jose Mills as Mills rides inside the top 15, 14th. Not going to be a good day unless Mills has a bad break during the race. Hamill out in front, Lynn in second, third for Kukulon, fourth for Gregory, fifth for Riley's to back green at the ISM Raceway. Lynn stayed with the 20, not as good as he would have won, and I'm sure. Spurgeon stayed with Gregory for fourth. He's going to have a good run, but Coluigi goes inside first. Oh, Coluigi for fifth. How about that? Rooting any chance the 26 had making a run. Seidel and Fitzwater back behind them as they race their way down the backstretch. Front 4 away again. These front 4 have been pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4 the whole race. Now Gregory slipped through 3 and 4. There comes Coluigi for fourth. Side by side. For second, Kukulon looking low on Lynn off to turn number 1. He's down there. And Samson and Riley's Bridge, that's a chase spot. Kukulon trying to clear for second. Luigi trying to clear for fourth. And Sampson clears Spur Tube, gets up in line. 26 can't back down in line. That's a big exclamation point there for the 26 crossover, though. Spur Tube back to the inside. Sampson. Calderucci clears fourth. Get by Michael Gregory. For a second, they're still side by side. Kukulon trying to clear down the dog leg. I think he's going to have it right here in 1 and 2. Basically clear. And he does. Kukulon up to second. Lynn back to third. Luigi looks for third now. He got a good run. And Spur Tube back by Sampson for sixth. Here comes Smith over the back. And Fitzwater getting back by Zidell with Anthony in tow. Fox getting passed by Mills right there. That's a point. Look at Marshall Broswell in the middle of that. That's 3 of our championship contenders, 3 wide. Mills in the dogleg getting by. He's clear. Fox in line, though. Can he look for a crossover in turns 1 and 2? This is a championship fight right now. These drivers came in 1 and 2 in points. Mills and Fox did. As the front of the field gets single filed out. Kukulon trying to close it on Hamill. 20's had the best car. We're under 20 to go, so maybe if you have a long run car, it's going to start to show. Can Kukulon find a way to get around the 20 Hamill, who was dominated here today? Back behind them, Fox still tries to battle with Mills. For fourth, Gregory coming back on Calderucci now. Got a good run on the corner exit. Couldn't do anything with it. Oh, around goes Scott Gregory in front of the field. Spun by TJ Hanley. He's going to get some others. Oh, terrible impact for a ton of drivers. Caution flag number 3, 18 to go. And Derek Hamill has another restart to deal with. Caution flag in the air. Derek Hamill still out in front in the Subway 500s of every single lap, all 29 that we have completed. He's out in front, but the big story, Scott Gregory spun off turn number 2 and collects others in a massive hit down the backstretch. Racing exit of turn number 2. Up ahead is the battle for the championship lead. Anthony Fox and Jose Mills back behind the Marshall Bros. Scott Gregory 3 wide with TJ Hanley. 23 gets into the gas too much. Gets into Scott Gregory. Spins the 14 to the outside wall. And as the 14 bounces off the outside wall, he's going to collect some others. Max Anderson, Diego Yepes get collected. How about Nanico and Seaman getting behind the outside? Stapleton, the 16, gets damaged. Jeff Bright sledgehammers into the 14 with the 6 of Brahmer as well involved. So some hard hits here brings out our third yellow flag of the Subway 500 just after the midway point. And Hanley too aggressive on the gas. Look at Nanico though with Seaman. They did a great job. Mendes as well with Adam Garcia. One of our chasers, Stapleton, gets collected. Jeff Bright, his day wasn't already bad enough. It's worse now. He's going to be out of the race for sure. For Derek Hamill, he probably didn't want to see that. He was leading the race out in front with Kukulon right on his tail in second, but now another restart to deal with. Can Kukulon get a good enough restart to get to the inside of the 20? Can someone else have a set? We're going green, about 15 to go. Coming back to the restart, 14 laps to go once we get going. Derek Hamill, the 20, out in front looking to sweep the day, leading every single lap. Jeff Bright out from the crash. Scott Gregory, Sean Richardson, the same thing there. For Carter Friesen, he came in the championship fight. Cam Shepard put the 34 out of this race and in a bad points position. Dale letting a lap down. 29 cars are on the lap. Points there. Jose Mills currently rides in 13th. Second in points, Anthony Fox in 12th. So right now the front 2 points with a great points day. Caburo get by them both trying to gain points on them. Derek Hamill, Kukulon, Lynn, Luigi, Michael Gregory the top 5, Spurley Tube, Sampson, Smith, Fitzwater, Hernandez the top 10. Beck Green, Kukulon with a great jump in second. Oh, he looked high. Can he look bottom now? All over the back. The battle's on for third as well. Luigi gaining on Glenn. For the lead, though. Kukulon over the back of Hamill. Luigi for third. For the lead. Is he down there? Can he get the nose? Oh, he got tight and dirty air to get up the racetrack. Nose to tail down the back for the lead. Luigi moves to third. He's by Griffin Lynn. Trying to gain at the end. Gregory back up to fourth. Sproto for fifth. That is a chase point for us if he can get by the 7. Because Lynn's on the championship fight, Sproto is. Kukulon dives to the bottom of turns 1 and 2, trying to get on Hamill. Is he down there this time? Side by side for the lead off turn 2. Hamill's led every single lap so far today. But that might change in 3 and 4. Kukulon to the bottom. He'll take it away. Kukulon to the front at the late stage of the race. 12 laps to go. For third, here comes Gregory and Luigi. Sproto trying to clear Lynn still. Before he just left the racetrack, here comes Michael Gregory for P3. And Hamill's not letting Kukulon get away. He said he's got a bad restart. He's going to get the tire pressures back up and get back going. Smith for 5th on Spurley Tube. Gregory up to 3rd. He has not won this season. Kukulon won earlier in the season. Hamill has 2 wins, both coming at Pocono. He's going back for the lead now. Our pole sitter back for the lead with 11 to go. And can Gregory close in because they're side-by-side in front of him? Side-by-side corner exit, down the back straight. Griffinland back by Spurtube, trying to get back inside the top 5 on Patrick Smith. Fitzwater to the fray as well in the 9. They're still side-by-side. Hamill gonna get by 10 to go. Okay, Kukulon get back in line now is the question. They look for a crossover move. He'll let out the gas sooner. The 20 slides up, slide job there. Kukulon crosses over. Back to the inside of the 20 car. And Gregory and Luigi closed in 3rd and 4th. It's a 4-car race for the lead late in the stages. Kukulon back by Hamill. 3 wide for 5th. Fitzwater inside the 9. 9 laps to go. Gregory for 2nd. Gregory's led in 11 races this season. He's led the most laps this season. But he's not won this season. He's looking to cross that off his list here today. Up to 2nd by Hamill. Does he have a run for Kukulon now? And Luigi watching in 4th, content with the race for now. He's going to dive to the inside for 3rd on Hamill. 20 cars starting to fade late in the race within the last 10 laps. Now 8 laps to go. Here comes Luigi for 2nd. He's not won this season. And it's been a struggling season for the 42. Sliding up. Trying to take Gregory's line away, but allow Kukulon to pull away now. Because they keep out for 2nd. Spurtube back by now the 7 for a point. That's what he needs to be doing right now because Fox is still running high with the 27 Mills in tow. But Fox losing a spot to Sampson and Burrows in between the 27 and the 38. So that's some points for Fox right there. 7 to go, still side by side for P2. Luigi trying to take it away and keep in touch with Kukulon. Gregory doesn't want to give it up. Because he knows that if he gives 2nd up, he's probably going to have to give 3rd up as well. The 4 just got having this time in 3 and 4. Clear enough. 42 to 2nd, but only has 6 laps and 6 miles to get to Kukulon and make a pass work. And Hamill now to the inside. Polster coming back. 6 laps to go. Fitzwater to 4th. I don't think he has the time though. Hamill gonna move to 2nd by Luigi. Fitzwater hard on the gas, sideways off the corner. Adam Garcia getting 2 for 1 right there. Get by the 27 and the 95 both. How about that out of Adam Garcia making big moves? 2 changes just got put to the high side by him. He moves by them both. And Mills getting by Marshall Burrow. The 95 needs to try and get back around him to try and gain points. Eddie Low flag now would end the race. Looking with the racetrack for Kukulon because he tried to get around the 16. Can Hamill get around in time? Cross under. Back to the inside. Stampton goes high. Fitzwater's up there. Hamill by, but Kukulon's pulled away with a nice gap. 4 to go. Gap over 2nd now, have to assume. 1.02 seconds back to Derek Hamill. It would take a miracle for anyone behind Kukulon to win this race. Look at Gregory blocking Spurtube. I don't think Spurtube appreciated that. Look at Fitzwater falling back way on the outside. With Griffin as well up there. That's one of our chasers. He fell behind Anthony Fox. That's big there for the points. And can Mills get around the 16? Now, if he can't, Marshall Burrow's going to really attack. 3 to go. He's going to get around Nathan Stapleton in time. Hernandez trying to get around Spurtube for the top 5. Kukulon leads the way. The battle is big on for 2nd. Hamill and Luigi, nose to tail. Gregory and Royal zone 4th. There's about for 5th. Hernandez and Spurtube side by side. Smith with them. And can Fox try and get by? Riley Sampson to try and get more points towards the championship. 2 laps remain in the ISM Raceway. 3 car battle for 2nd. Too bad it's not for the lead. Kukulon is long gone in the 51. As they come off turn 2 and down the backstretch, there is our race leader. Kukulon a country mile ahead of the 20 of Derek Hamill. Here's about for 3rd. Luigi falling back to Michael Gregory. Hernandez gets by for 5th. Smith to 6th. Gets room to hang on over Sampson and Fox. This is for the highest chasers points. Last lap. Kukulon long out the lead. Can Spurtube fend off Sampson and Fox both. Sampson trying to get their slides up. Fox looks 3 wide. This is for 12 points, 11 to 10. Backstretch for the final time. Sideways for Fox. Contact with the 40. In 3-4 for the final time. Sebastian Kukulon out front at the right time. He wins at the ISM Raceway. What's the battle for the chase look like? Sampson gets by Spurtube by a nose. And Mills kept at Burrow. Big points battle there at the end. These drivers need every single point they could get, and you showed it at the end. Drivers racing their heads off, trying to get all the points they could. Kukulon, though, the non-chaser, steals the win from all the other chasers back behind them, bound for the points. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Subway 500 at the ISM Raceway. 3 caution flags for 12 laps, and 3 lead changes, 2 different drivers to laps here today at the ISM Raceway. For Sebastian Kukulon, he made a big crossover move on Derek Hamill and got away as the battle for second. Kukulon wins the race. Hamill at the first 35 laps of this race, but ends up finishing in second because the 51 came on strong at the end. So the front 2 were the only drivers to lead laps here today. Cole Luigi, a miraculous effort to get up to 3rd there. 4th for Michael Gergen. How about Anthony Nance? He started 36 today. He was up to 5th. How the 4 do it? No one knows. 6th place for Patrick Smith. 7th for Riley Sampson, just edging Riley Spiritu for 12 points. Spiritu 8th and 11 points. Anthony Fox 9th, a great points here for the 38. And Zachary Fitzwater Sr., decent day inside the top 10. Griffin Lynn 11th, he fell back late in the race. Justin Zaydell 12th. Jose Mills came through the field, finished 13th. 27 car. Keeping the points in for now, but it has closed down because Fox did do better than him here today. Marshall Burrow keeping in the championship keeping in the championship hunt with a 14th place here today. Adam Garcia in 15th. Troy Rainey 16th, TJ Henley 17th, Luke Rainey 18th, Edwin Mendez 19th, and Casey Nacko in 20th. All the drivers didn't really talk about if we did because they were either involved in crashes or barely missed some crashes. Levi Schoen's 21st, 22nd William Seaman, 23rd for Diego Gapez, 24th for JJ Reed, and Ryan Bomber 25th. Isaac Nichols 26th, Carson Barris 27th, the only cars on the lead lap. 28th on down to 30th laps down. Dale Lightning, Max Anderson, Nathan Stapleton. So for Lightning, he gained a point there again by Nathan Stapleton in the later stages of the race. 31st on down, out from crash damage or mechanical issues. Carter Friesen, one of the chasers who was in the championship fight coming into the race, had a really bad day, losing down right now out of the championship battle. At this moment, he can still try and get back up there. He's still close enough to where he can get back up there if Mills and Fox have some bad days. Richardson, Scott Gregory, Jeff Bright, Fenway, Charles Bois, Richardson, Eli Bright, Jay Jefferson 39th, Marcus Hachi 40th. Those 2 came in within a race of the points that they now fall back. Steve Morgan and Jonathan Beeford rounding out the field. The right side are the point standings. Jose Mills still on top. 27 has been unstoppable so far this chase, but he has company up there. Anthony Fox, second, only 2 points behind. And then how about Riley Spurley 53 points for him. He's 9 points back. He has a shot at it. Marshall Burrow 12 points back. He also is within a race of the points. Then these drivers down here that have kind of fallen off. Jay Jefferson, Carter Friesen, both at 48 points, tied at that mark right now. They are 14 points behind, so they're still within a race. However, it's going to take a lot for them to get up. They still have 5 races though to try and regain ground that they lost here today at ISM. And even last race at Fontana for Jay Jefferson, 2 straight bad chase races on the West Coast. Before that, he was doing pretty well. You look down at some others that are trying to maybe get back into the fight. You have Marcus Sachi, 45 points for him with 41 points. You have Stapleton and Garcia. Dale Lightning with 40 points. And then you have Sampson and Lynn down at the bottom. So, in my opinion right now, it's going to be down to Mills and Fox, obviously, unless those 2 have some really bad times. Riley Spurley, too, Marshall Burrow, and then, of course, I think Jay Jefferson, Carter Friesen will have a shot as well. All just depends how the next 5 races go. They're going to be crazy 5 races, so you can't predict what's going to happen. Maybe Mills and Fox do well in these next 5 races. It's just a battle between those 2. We're going to find out as chase race number 8 takes us back to the East Coast. We go Talladega Racing, the Camping World 500. I will see you guys then.